Nice laugh. Hey, John, 6th place in the state.
By the time you realize you're living with a teenage daughter, it's too late. No, I never intended to be the father of 2 teenage daughters. I suppose if I had been asked, I might have chosen to go with something cheaper, like a stable of racehorses, or something easier to raise, like wolverines. But the question my wife put to me was couched in such innocent language, I simply didn't consider the ramifications. Plus, she had surprised me by preparing a candlelight dinner, wearing something rather distracting.
So, honey, I was thinking, maybe it's time to, start a family or something.
Oh, yeah. I was kind of a little off guard. I thought it was too soon and that we weren't ready, but soon enough.
Wham! Oh, it's a baby girl.
Came to my attention. I was thrilled the day we brought a little infant home, but one was enough. We needed to stop there. But soon after daughter number 1, we had daughter number 2. What in God's name were we thinking? I guess we couldn't conceive of any process powerful enough to turn our adorable little infants into teenagers. But despite our best efforts, it happened.
It is said that 10 out of 10 fathers actually threaten to kill their daughter's boyfriends at some point in the relationship. And this is how we know that fathers tend to get very overprotective. And as a teenage girl, I know exactly what this is like. Maybe my dad knows the 8 simple rules for dating my teenage daughter by Bruce Cameron.
Generally speaking, fathers are advised to take the following advice when it comes to their daughters dating. This is not. As we are often accused, because we don't want our daughters to have fun in life. I'd be more than happy spending hours and hours relating instructive and inspiring stories of my own child. No, and don't forget family game night, where we play various games of charades and Monopoly. I'm okay with that, but what I'm not okay with is my daughters playing any variation of Let's Grope. I find so bad when having some teenage boy practicing his hand-eye coordination on one of my daughters.
So, baby, you're looking a little tense here. Let me give you a big massage. Oh, David.
And that's when I come in and go, Cackle! When I was in high school, it is said that a male's sexual function is at its peak. Though, how I could peak at something I wasn't even doing, I will never understand. But this is how I know there's no such thing as a nice teenage boy.
So, honey, he won the National Science Award, and he wants to become a pediatrician. Don't you think he can come over for dinner?
Has he been castrated?
Well, of course not.
Then no.
Don't you remember being a teenager?
No, of course I do. And that's the point. But when I was in high school, I was terrified of my girlfriend's fathers. Nice to meet you, son. What is your name? What is your name?
I gotta go.
And feeling how unfairly persecuted I felt, I do my best to make my daughter's suitors feel even worse. My motto, wilt them in the living room, and they'll stay wilted all night. Nice to meet you, son. I was afraid no boy would want to go out with my daughter after what I did to the last one. Siri, where can I hide a dead body?
Britter, there are 3 dumpsters by your location.
Thank you, Siri. Anyways, as a father, I have some few basic rules carved into 2 stone tablets on display in my living room. Let's go take a look. number 2. Do not touch my daughter in front of me. You may glance at her so long as you do not appear at anything below her neck. If you fail to do this, I will simply remove your hands. Oh. What are you two doing? What did I say about rule number 2? That's what I thought. Rule number 3. You know it's considered fashionable for boys of your age to wear their trousers so loosely that they appear to be falling off their hips. This is utterly ridiculous. If you want to look at some fashion pointers, you should be looking at me. I've been dressing this way for 20 years. I still got it. Rule number 4. I know in today's society it is said that sex without utilizing a barrier method can kill you. Well, let me elaborate. When it comes to sex, I am the barrier. I will kill you. Rule number 5. I know in order for us to get to know each other, we should talk about sports and politics and any other issues of the day. Don't do this, because I don't care. All I care about is when you'll have my daughter home, and all I need to hear from you is early sex. Yes. Early. Rule number 6. I'm sure you are a popular fellow with many opportunities to date other girls. Well, yeah. No cheating! You will continue to date no one but my daughter till she is through with you. Do you understand? Good. Rule number 7. If more than an hour passes by and my daughter's still not ready, please do not sigh and fidget. Instead of just standing there and making things extremely awkward between us, why don't you go change my oil or something? And finally, rule number 8. The following places are to be avoided when going on a date with my daughter. Places where there are beds, sofas, or anything softer than a wooden stool. Places where there are holding hands, happiness, or darkness. Places where the ambient temperature is warm enough to induce my daughter to wear anything but a jacket zipped up to her chin. Movies with a strong sexual theme are to be avoided. Movies with chainsaws are okay, and hockey games are okay. Now, my daughter claims it embarrasses them to have their dates memorize these 8 simple rules. I'd be embarrassed too. There's only 8 of them. Now, my daughter has dated many guys in the past, all which I disapprove of. Freshman year, the scrawny, immature boy who thinks he's tough. Hello, Mr. Diarrhea. It's diarrhea. Bye. Sophomore year, the not-so-bro tank bro.
Hey, what's up, player?
I'm not a playa. Now, where will you be taking my daughter tonight?
Some like sick concert down the street. There's gonna be like girls dancing. Yeah.
Sorry. That breaks rule number 8. Bye. Junior year, the bad.
Honk! Bye, Daddy.
Where do you think you're going?
Well, my date's here.